So this idea is so fundamental and so important. We need to really men need to incorporate it into their psyche, into their bones and mind and heart. Um, for a woman, and remember that your whole life. For a woman, most women, uh, for a woman, a word is an emotion. For a woman, an emotion is a word. What does that mean? It means we know women are very emotional. Thank God. Thank God they're emotional being on earth. It is the greatest gift to be able to feel emotions. And that's what makes us human and different than animals. Even animals have also some level of emotions, but our emotions is connected to our intellect, and it makes us feel what we say, and that's what enables us to connect. So women speak a lot. Why women speak a lot? Because they have a lot of emotions. The more emotions you have, the more you need to communicate and to share those emotions. So women are great communicators. That's their powers. The power of the woman is to be able to feel and to communicate. That's why woman is not obligated to pray in Judaism, because the woman naturally communicates all the time, because she feels all the time. So she always feels the need to share and to communicate to Hashem. The man usually likes to be silent. Men, unless they're very female, are very quiet, and they are going to talk only when they're passionate about something, or need to do some intellectual, like we learn Torah, we learn wisdom, but they don't enjoy talking and just sharing things, because they don't like to get too involved with emotions. Many feel uncomfortable with emotions, and many feel it's not my thing, and and they don't know how to handle a woman who cries. They don't know how to handle a woman with all those emotions, who talks. It makes them feel weak. It makes them feel uncomfortable. It makes them feel more female, and therefore many men are afraid. We are in a society where men don't cry. If you're a man, you're a tough guy, don't have emotions. And we see a lot of men out there, when they talk to each other, they say stupid things, especially when they're angry. They say terrible things, but it doesn't affect them. It's like, if you this, that, you this, you that, very direct, and it doesn't affect them so much. But a woman, when you say the same word that you will say to a man to a woman, you destroy their heart. You shatter their ego. You break their self-esteem. So you cannot talk to a woman like you talk to a man. That's as simple as that. And therefore men have to be very careful when they get angry, or that when you get angry, fine, get angry, but don't say anything. It's better to stay quiet to stay quiet, and to, which men are very good at. You can say, I'm very angry. Just say, I'm very angry at you. Don't say why, or at least don't be too precise. There's a reason why the only time you're allowed to lie in Judaism, right, is when you talk to a woman. Because you might literally hurt the essence, the core of your spouse, and very often you don't really mean it. Very often you regret having said that. Really, it's just because you're not thinking straight, and you let your emotions control you, and you don't. When a man is trapped by his emotions, he doesn't know anymore what to say. He say everything that he feels, and then he destroy himself. So again, it's a gift and it's a curse. So one needs to be very careful. Men have to be very careful. You cannot be straight with a woman like you're with your friends with a man. She's not your friend. She's a very sensitive being. And every man in every marriage, when they come to me and they tell me always, my wife, she's so dramatic, she says she takes things way out of proportion, she's like, crazy sensitive, I never met another woman more sensitive than her. Hello. Every woman is like that. Stop thinking you're the only one. You clearly don't understand what a woman is. Obviously, you're not going to see all women blow up like your wife in front of you because she's not your wife. But women are sensitive, emotional beings. That's their greatness. That's their beauty. And we have to remember as Jews that God gave us the woman to learn to be emotional, to learn to be careful with our words, to learn to be sensitive. So you're given someone with very, very sensitive nerve or emotional sensitivity, right? Meaning that you have to be walking on eggshells and be careful that eggshells on eggs, whatever the expression is, but you have to be very careful of what you say. And I want to compare that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing a woman to a child, but we have to see that the comparison is very real, and it has a lot of good in it. But a woman is the woman power, the female power, the emotional power is very similar to that of a child. She's more mature, of course. But when a man speaks to a woman, he should almost be careful with his words the same way we speak to a child. What is a child? A child is a completely female entity. What the child does, the position of the child is, I'm receiving from someone else, constantly receiving. And nothing wrong with that. This is the female power, and the male power is to give. So we need both. That's what makes the world. Obviously, let's understand, some women are more givers, some men are more receivers. So some men are more female, some men are more male. We have to understand the deeper psychological system and spiritual system that exists. The world exists with those two things, male, female. God is male, we are female. And then within us, we are male and female also. And the whole idea is to give and take. Every male has female, every female has male. Okay. Now that it's clear, let's go back. A kid is very sensitive. You will literally destroy the self-esteem of your kid, if you give bad compliments, if you don't, give them the words of reinforcement, encouragement, qualities. You have to shower your kids with good words. And when you say something bad about them, oh, you're low life, you're loser, you always lose, you're this, it destroys them. It's not like you're not talking to an adult. Unfortunately, we talk sometimes to kids like we talk to adults in terms of negative qualities or stuff like that, and it's literally destroying their lives. So you have to really understand, for a child also, a word is an emotion. An emotion is a word. When you say you suck, or like, oh, you're a loser, and that's how bullying works, basically. So you can say something, you can say one word, and your child starts crying all of a sudden. Oh, he's so childish. He's not childish, he's connected to his emotions. What you say hurts. What you say destroys. And how often the same thing happened with a woman. You say something, or you look terrible in this dress, or you suck at cleaning the house or everything, whatever the man says, and she starts crying. That's like a child. Yes, because you are sending, that word that you're sending is an arrow. It's an emotion charge energy that goes straight into the heart of the woman, and you're like stabbing her. So we men have to stop and look when you speak to a woman, you have to imagine you're speaking to a child. You have to speak with softness, with love, with encouragement, respect. Never say anything negative about your wife. Never. To your wife, about her. Never say anything. Positive things, please shower it. Women are craving it, and men are rarely saying it. About her physical, how her beauty, how she looks, and all the more so about their character traits. Because when you tell a woman, oh, you're lazy, or you're always angry, or you're always sad or depressed, in their mind you're saying, he doesn't love me, he's not interested in me, I'm not attractive anymore, I'm ugly to him, I'm worthless, I don't deserve him, he thinks I'm good at nothing. That's what she hears, because that's the emotions she feels. So it goes into her head and she translates those emotions with those words, and she feels you want to cheat on her. She feels you don't want her anymore. You're looking for someone better. And most of the time men don't mean that. Hopefully. So we men have to be extremely careful. We have to change the way we talk to women. We have to change the way we talk to kids, right? And otherwise we are going to destroy our kids, and we destroy our spouse, the relationship. We damage it terribly, and it can take years of therapy, all that. So you want to change something, speak about yourself, how you feel. If there's something you don't like about her, it's like, when you do this, it really bothers me. I feel hurt. I feel mad. I feel, and you have to be a real man to say that, because you're entering into the female world, emotion world, dimension, because you're allowing yourself to express feelings. A lot of men don't like to do that because they think it's weak. No, it takes a real man to cry. Men need to cry. Men need to feel. When this is gonna happen, women are truly gonna be happy, because they're gonna feel you are in their shoes. They're gonna feel you're in their hearts. They're gonna feel you're in their soul, that you can understand. So this is a big job for men. It's a big job for husband, and I really encourage all of you to work on that very much. Again, better to say a little lie, not something crazy about how she looks, or how she or something that about what you say, because it can literally hurt them. And that's the main idea of the day. It's better to stay silent. Otherwise, if you're upset, wait till your anger passes and then discuss it. But don't send your words. Remember, a word is an emotion. An emotion is a word. So be careful with every one of your words.